After Horizon Zero Dawn blew me away, you'd expect a DLC about one of its most interesting yet least explored tribes to be the perfect continuation of the franchise. The Frozen Wilds was released to acclaim near that of its base game, and surprisingly came out only around 9 months after Zero Dawn did. First, the good. I really enjoyed the DLC set pieces when I was inside the ruins and cauldrons, and the animation is heavily improved from the base game. There's original music present, and it is really good. It's not as good as Zero Dawn's fantastic OST, but still stands on its own as a solid set of tracks. I enjoy the new control towers, the interesting collectibles, the unique Tallneck and Bandit Camp missions, and a lot of the puzzles as far as gameplay goes, and the story had a lot of pretty good humor to it. If you watch a review of Frozen Wilds online, I'm sure this is what you'll hear, but there's a lot more to unravel about this DLC. Is it good stuff? No. What I listed is pretty much all this DLC has to offer. In comparison to the entertaining, mysterious, and profound story present within Horizon's main portion, the story here is incredibly underwhelming. The narrative of Frozen Wilds is incredibly short, and while it may have some very enjoyable parts of gameplay, such as the Shaman's Path puzzles and exploring the new clans, it is lacking in strong story. None of the characters get enough development, and that's understandable because it's a short DLC, but then why center it around new characters? The main focus, in my opinion, should have been the discovery of Sylens, hinted at the start of Aloy's snowy journey and at the end of Zero Dawn's campaign. It should have focused on him, maybe with some supporting characters alongside, but instead we don't hear much from Sylens, and thus the story fails almost immediately. Look at Spider-Man PS4's DLC. It uses characters from the base game and fleshes them out further instead of making it entirely about new ones. Perfect! In the Frozen Wilds, I don't find anyone here interesting, and without any interesting themes or real mysteries to distract from that, the story is feeble all the way through. I thought the reveal of what the Thunderdrome really was clever, and funny characters and side missions were nice, but at its core, the story present in Frozen Wilds is very wan. Gameplay could save it though. Despite introducing a few new machines, weapons, and mechanics, the gameplay isn't great either. Sorry, I could point to the extreme snow making waypoints harder to see and thus making open world exploration more tedious, or I could tell you the larger reasons I don't enjoy playing this DLC. The difficulty is cranked up a ton from Horizon Zero Dawn, and though I get they needed to make it a ramp-up and challenge, this is simply ridiculous. The Frozen Wilds takes the lovely balance of brutal yet defeatable machines from ZD and ruins it. The new machines are absolutely monstrous and rarely have an easy path to defeat them. I can't tell you how many times I sat there with my jaw hanging open after dying. Attacks such as the Scorcher's Scratch happen in a sequence around 5 times, and unless you start off far away from the enemy, you can't dodge the attack. This is a heavily insulting spike and challenge. Pair that with some ridiculous side quests that are unrecognizably hard, and you may just see why I have so many problems with this game. I really liked the final boss in all honesty, and it's not like the mechanics changed or introduced are bad at all, but the execution screams squandered potential. I can't say its major flaws with story, characters, difficulty, pacing, and tedious exploration make it horrible though, because there is a level of fun to be had, and it still contains the core Horizon gameplay that saves it from being straight up bad. I was massively disappointed with this DLC, but judging it critically, it's not bad. Do I recommend this? Well, yes and no. Finding a complete edition copy with this on it is easier than finding an original one, and the price of it is low enough that you may want to purchase it for a little bit of fun hidden beneath a mountain of tedium and low-quality experiences. 2.5 out of 5 Ballardians.